All right, welcome everybody for being here. Thank you for coming. It is Thursday, March 25th, and I'm super excited to share with you not only a process that's been kind of bubbling up and building recently between us, but also something that we've been creating for a while. My name is Christina Amon, and I'm being joined here today with Leela Grace to share her amazing story. And really what we are is a community of many mamas, other people as well, artists and healers and activists, teachers, farmers, gardeners, really all kinds of people, community builders, people who are ready to see change happen on a personal level, on a planetary level, on a community level, and really grab hold of the ability to be the creators of our life by design. And so we're here today to share a little bit of what that looks like. We have found a vehicle that allows us to give ourselves the gift of health, give ourselves the ability to nourish our families, to make the healthiest choices possible for our communities and ourselves by partnering with a superfoods company. And this company is incredibly mission driven. They really have chosen their core values and their mission above profits. So what that means is they're cycling all their profits back into this company that's supporting regenerative agriculture and farmers and growing the cleanest high vibration superfoods on the planet that I've found, at least. And they're doing it in this ancient lava bed of super mineralized soil, like the volcanic ash has built this soil, and it's hundreds of miles away from any industrial pollutants. So between the built up soil and then the purity, not allowing for any trace of any sort of contaminants, pesticides, herbicides, molds, anything. You have this combination of purity and then also super remineralized. What happens is that the products are then of a quality that we can't really find anywhere else, not even in the grocery store. And as myself, a farmer, not even in my own garden. So that was something that was challenging for me to come to terms with. I wanted to be able to eat everything out of my garden and from the close by farmers markets. But this company has discovered something, is creating something so powerful that when I tried the products, I couldn't deny how I felt. So both Leela and I have partnered with this company as a platform for not only helping people feel amazing, but also to create income streams that allow us to really live our life by design, as I mentioned earlier. And this is coming at a time that we're facing unprecedented times. We're seeing more than ever, people are looking for solutions to be close with their families, to get out of debt, to make ends meet, or get ahead and have big projects that they want to create for their communities or beyond, to create the kind of change that our planet so desperately needs. This is also a platform where people can really have a life of freedom. We set our own hours. We don't have a boss. We don't, have to, what's that word? There's nobody that we need to go to. We get our answers from within and from with each other. It's very, very, very community oriented. We're really, linked arms with each other and really working together. And it's, for me, something that, having grown up in kind of, if you will, the rat race, watching my parents go to the 9-to-5s, I really was only shown the model of competition and struggle and toil to, make ends meet. I really wasn't imprinted with the concept of getting ahead and living a life of abundance and being able to go after dreams. So these are all things that I've found within this community, which makes it also incredibly powerful personal development. So being able to repattern my own previous imprint and then be able to discover this empowerment within of being able to claim dreams and go after them and set goals and work towards them and have the support of this amazing community constantly cheering me on, constantly helping me when I don't know what to do, giving me the next steps and believing in me, seeing the greatness within myself before I even saw it until I could see it. So raising a leadership within me that I'm now able to pass on to others. So it's an incredible, I could talk about this forever. And so I have to always remind myself, keep it, keep it concise. I'm really excited to hear Leela's story. And then at the end, I'll wrap up and kind of share some of the more like nuts and bolts of like, how exactly does this work? How do we get to create an income that can eventually become unlimited, residual, passive, can grow and become generational wealth that we can pass on to our children and really give us that time freedom and location freedom to do whatever it is we want to do with our life. If we want to go to the beach today, go to the beach. If we want to donate thousands to a cause or a project, that we have that ability. So really being able to be sovereign in our life and our purpose and our passion and our dreams. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on Leela. And I just really want to honor you, Mama, because the fact that we're sitting here today really was born out of me yesterday realizing, wow, I'm seeing a shift in you. I'm seeing something light up in you and you really making a pivot and going after something. And so your story is beautiful. I know it speaks to many other people's experiences. And I'm super excited to see that fire in you, you know, gather and build and really go after the beautiful life that you're creating for you and your family. So thanks for being here and thanks for taking the time and tell us a little bit about your story, Mama.
Thank you so much, Christina. It's such an honor and a blessing to get to work with you. And yeah, for all the inspiration that you've provided and for seeing in me, you know, the potential. And yeah, so this is kind of one of my first times really voicing my full story. And so I just wanted to be transparent that it feels vulnerable and also really exciting to get to tell everybody what's been happening for me. So yeah, to take it all the way back to the beginning. A year ago, I was a stay-at-home mom, just teaching fitness and movement classes, you know, while my kids were at school so that I could be fully present with them when they were home. And yeah, I knew that I didn't want to pay somebody else to raise my kids. And I was able to make that choice to be home and was blessed to that my husband was able to support me to do so. But I did continue to work and teach classes when I wasn't parenting. And I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. So going to work was important for me to stay connected to that part of myself. And I really, I loved the flexibility of teaching because I could set my own hours and be with my kids before and after school. And that's important to me as well. And I also really love sharing the gift of movement and watching people, you know, improve their quality of life, their health, and their well-being. And yeah, but what I found was that the amount of hours that I was putting into teaching, just it was not really contributing a significant amount to our family finances, our income. So what wasn't working for me was really the dollar per hour model because the hours that I had to work were limited and I wasn't making enough of a second income to really create the life of freedom that we desired, right? And so then I found myself, you know, adding extra hours to make more money. And well, that just didn't feel great either because I was really burning the candle at both ends and exhausted and burnt out. And then when I would get home to be with my children, I just didn't have anything left, any energy for them, which was the whole goal. And so, yeah, I really felt like that was a bit of a breaking point or an acknowledging. And then add into that, when schools shut down at the onset of the pandemic, I found myself teaching from home and homeschooling two children. And that didn't feel sustainable. And that was really the moment that I realized that I needed to leverage my time so that I could actually create the life that we desired and for it to be sustainable. And then I found an online income opportunity that had the flexibility of hours and aligned with my values of being in service, helping people to feel their best, also honoring the earth and working to repair the soil and heal the planet. So I found something that I'm really passionate about and that I can do from home with my kids present. And the best part is that all this work that I'm putting into it is building towards a residual or passive income. So now I'm feeling really confident that together with my husband, we can create the life of our dreams. And I'm really stepping back into being my own boss, being an entrepreneur, connecting to that piece of myself, and having the location freedom and time freedom is really super key here. And yeah, I'm embracing the opportunity so that we can have more quality family time and we can take, our kids around the world and not be limited to, oh, we only get 2 weeks because we have to get back for work. I love the idea of just that freedom. So I've really had this reminds me of my potential, my full potential, and just being able to build our life by design is really the gift here. And I'm super, yeah, again, honored and blessed to have found this and now get to share it. So that's the story in a nutshell.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. There were so many like nuggets in there. And by the way, for our guests, I was scratched by the cat, in case you're wondering why I look like this. Forgot to mention that. I'm so used to it now, but I know it'll heal quickly. So yeah, there were so many nuggets in there that I know people can relate to, especially mamas. This piece of being committed to being a stay-at-home mom, I know that there's different kinds of people in relationship to that concept. There's some who would have loved it and they just never found the way and are watching themselves, from what is it, 6 weeks after birth, going back to work and feeling that separation and pain, and then watching, like you said, other people raise their children. There's everyone from that experience, or like my own experience where, like you, I was really committed to being that stay-at-home mom, to where I just I just gave up the idea of creating that second stream of income in our family and just relied 100% on my husband. And that had its own set of limitations where I, was very limited in what I could do financially. And I was very limited in my own sense of empowerment and sovereignty and standing on my own 2 feet. And it really wasn't until this income stream that all of that shifted and all of that opened up of what's possible. And I've been able to, dream huge, not even just bigger, but like fantastically huge, and have been able to create that 6-figure and exponentially growing income to be able to fund our dreams and have that same freedom of travel and not sticking to any kind of schedule, but really just going on the whim of our own desire and how we feel moved to contribute to others. So I can just relate to so much of your story, and I know others can too. And there were a few other pieces that I was going to highlight. But for people who are wondering, well, that all sounds great, but what are you talking about and how does it work and what are you doing and all that, I wanted to get into a few of the nuts and bolts about that. And I'm also open to taking any questions that our guests have, if you have any. So what Leela and I have done, what we have found in our path, is this ability to partner with a superfoods company who, like I spoke to earlier, is on this mission of basically helping restore human health, primarily starting with the gut health and how that ripples out to all other aspects of our health, by nourishing the body and detoxifying the body. So we're eliminating parasites and candida and agricultural and pharmaceutical toxins from our gut, including glyphosate, which has its whole host of problems in human health these days. And then also by divesting money from other, quote, food systems, other forms of ingestibles that people are eating called food. We're moving money away from the corporatocracy of food and into people making better and better choices. Because when we do this healing, we now are going to crave what actually serves our bodies, what actually nourishes us. So our taste buds change, our cravings change. Not only are we eating these superfoods, but we're attracted and drawn to and bring more into our life. High quality, pure living produce, fruits and vegetables, and other whole foods. So that all is helping humanity shift, health-wise, and then we're helping change the resources on our planet. The company is going 100% plastic free this year. They're almost all the way there. They support, like I said, lots of regenerative farmers to be growing all this food. They also contribute to many causes. They have an orphanage in Thailand for people who have been rescued from the sex traffic trade, as well as supporting organic farms over there to become certified that were slated to be bought by Monsanto, and instead have reclaimed them and kept them pure, single family organic farms as they always had been, and then are using that in the products, the rice bran solubles. So I could go on and on about the philanthropy and the human heart of this company, but they meet, like Leila said, all of our core values of protecting the planet, regenerating the planet, and same thing with humans, protecting and regenerating human health. So for that reason, we've partnered with them. So how does that work? The company about 6 or 7 years ago, after being around for about 30 years, decided to choose the network marketing model to share. They were already trying to do the thing of having their products in stores and going to expos and getting people to try samples and talking about it at booths, and it really wasn't working. They told themselves, we need people who have experienced these products to be talking about it with their friends, to be telling the testimonials. And you can hear thousands of testimonials of how profound these products have been for people, including myself, including for Leila. Everything from clearing up brain fog to bringing up energy levels, to clearing skin issues, to clearing digestive issues, to helping with weight, whatever you need, weight loss, weight gain, gaining muscle, becoming fit and athletic. There's extreme stories of people like literally saving their life with these products. And then just, very common mom stories of having been depleted from having children, not even knowing that we were depleted. And then all of a sudden, for the first time in our lives, feeling fully restored and nourished on these products, to where we have that inner power, that inner groundation, that inner focus, that inner strength and joy to be able to show up as mamas. That has been like the biggest gift. So with all of these people having these experiences, we get to communicate with our closest friends and families and our greater networks beyond, whether it's through social media or other venues, and just say, hey, would you like to learn more about what I've found? And we're either talking about our health journey or other people's health journey, or what we've discovered in the realm of income and how we're making changes in our financial stories for ourselves personally. So we invite people to learn more, to come to a call like this, or to check out our website or any of our other beautiful tools, and then decide for yourself, does this resonate? Is this touching on any of the things that you're looking for in your life? And then we help you discover, what other criteria needs to be met for this to feel like something that you want to do. So we have all this training on how to talk to people, how to listen even more so than talk, how to ask questions, how to support people's discovery process. And then if it's a match and the timing is right and people decide to join, then there's infinite support for how to do your journey, whether it's just your health journey or also your financial journey. So the way that it works is when we enroll, we get our pack, our 30-day Ultimate Nutrition Pack, Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Pack. And this is 30 days of superfoods. It includes 60 meals of superfoods. So these are like incredibly high vibe, delicious, filling, satiating shakes, as well as a bunch of different herbal products, some intestinal cleansers, incredible amino acids for giving energy and building protein and repairing any kind of cellular tissue damage from working out or just, living human on this planet. And on and on. There's other, videos about our products, but just incredible package. And with the cost of that package, which comes out to about $11 a day, and it's covering up to a couple of meals a day. And many people find they actually cut their grocery bill when they do this program, because all you're adding in are some of the produce from, your garden or the farmer's market or the grocery store. And we're eliminating processed foods and alcohol and, some of the other aggravants to human health just for those 30 days. Or it's also very modifiable. So some people only eliminate that for the middle 10-day portion. And, some people don't eliminate anything and they just add these products in every day and still receive incredible benefits. So everybody gets to choose exactly what path is going to work for you. But within the price of your products for free, you get this business. And with that business, you get a gift code. So when your friend says, wow, you look amazing, what are you doing? And you say, you know what, I found these superfoods. Do you want to check it out and see if this is something you want to do? And if so, you get to give them a discount code. They get a discount off their products and you get a referral commission for sharing that with them. Not only do you get that one-time referral commission, but you get an additional commission every single time they order for the rest of their life without you having to do anything else. So that's part of where that residual comes into. You support them to have a positive product experience, and most people continue to benefit from their healing results on a maintenance program, because we feel so good. We just want to keep this in and keep protecting ourselves from some of the crazy things that are being passed off as foods these days. And then the other thing is that you can then have some friend of yours might be interested in also building an income stream. And when they come in, you're also earning commissions on everybody they can bring in and everybody they bring in. So you're earning commissions multiple levels down, and you're earning all of the purchases within your whole organization end up accumulating for you to be hitting these goals where you get these huge bonuses. And that's where that residual income comes in. That's where the kind of freedom lifestyle of having, like a gardener, planted all these seeds and built your soil and shaped your beds and done all this work up front leads to a very abundant harvest later on. So Leela and I have a mentor right now who, after 6 years of building her business, is pretty much retired and just hanging out with her family in Uruguay, going to the beach, snuggling, playing with the kids, her family of 6, whatever they want to do every day. And she just kind of taps into her business very, very minimally once in a blue moon and really doesn't do hardly anything at all. So who wants some of that? She's really kept me going when I know that that's possible, when it's actually a real thing, when somebody's actually doing it, retired in 6 years after working a business of simply helping other people rise, being in conversation, being in heart-centered, authentic relationship, and, supporting leadership development. That's really inspired me and shown me what's possible. So that's pretty much what I want to say. When you're ready to get started, Leela has a gift code, so you get your discount. Then she helps you, walk you through the ordering process. It takes about 5 minutes. You get your code, and then we show you how you can launch your business and start to build an income and share with your network from a very heart-centered, authentic, genuine place. So that's pretty much what I have to share. I'm going to stop the recording here. Thank you so much for being here, and I will take any questions.